What's going on, everybody? This is Joe.
And Amy.
And we are back with another Arena Cube sealed event. Last time, if you missed it, we did our second Arena Cube sealed event and finished it off. And we've been doing pretty well, all things considered, with both events that we've done previous to this. I highly encourage you to check those out. And we're just going to jump right into this next one. This has been a blast. Absolute blast. All right, now we can fix the way that this is looking. Daxos, but we also have Resplendent Angel Mythic and Cavalier of Dawn Mythic, plus a Settle the Wreckage, which we learned was very good. Other mythics on this page, no. We have a rare in Vantress Gargoyle, rare in Thassa's Oracle. Oh, I lied. Mythic Brazen Borrower right here. What else? I think last time it was best to just go to the... I guess we can look through here.
Commence the endgame.
I know you love this art.
I really do.
Card's okay. Not a problem at all. It's not incredible, but it's not bad. Agent of Treachery is pretty good as well. Cauldron Familiar, if we want to make a food deck, which is going to be very difficult. Rotting Regisar is pretty good. Bacon to a Pie is nice.
Drill Bit.
Drill Bit.
I love that art so much. Oh my god.
He looks so
wonderful.
happy. Eternal Taskmaster. A mythic in Demon Lord Belzenlock. 6/6 Flying Trample for 6. When he enters, we exile cards from the top of our library until we exile a non-land. Then put that card into our hand. If the card's converted mana cost is 4 or greater, repeat this process, and he deals 1 damage to us for each card we put into our hand. That way. We also got an Erebos' Intervention. And a Taste of Death. Each player, that includes ourselves, sacrifices 3 creatures. You create 3 food tokens.
And staple a piece of an apple to a skull, apparently.
Yes? No, those are worms. So the apple skin is carved off into... so that the inside is in the shape of a skull.
Gotcha.
And then there's worms coming out of the apples.
Okay.
Yeah. If we look at our red... we have 1 red mythic out. 3rd event, 3rd Rekindling Phoenix.
Yeah.
We also got Ilarg the Razeboar.
Ooh.
6.
Cool.
Yes, he's very cool. He is a 6/6 for 5 with Trample. And whenever he attacks, you may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped and attacking. Return that creature to your hand at the beginning of the next end step. When Ilarg the Razeboar dies or is put into exile, you may put it in its owner's library, 3rd from the top. Speaking of mythic gods, because this is a boar god, we also got Nylea, Keen-Eyed. As long as our devotion to green is less than 5, Nylea is not a creature. But if Nylea is a creature, she is a 4-mana, 5/6 indestructible.
Cool.
Creature spells we cast cost 1 less to cast. And for 2 and a green, we can reveal the top card of our library. If it's a creature, we put it into our hand. Otherwise, we may put it into our graveyard. We also got the Great Henge as a mythic. Tap it. It's 9 mana, but it costs X less, where X is the greatest power among creatures we control. We can tap it to add green and gain 2 life. And then whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under our control, put a +1/+1 counter on it and draw a card. We also have the Mending of Dominaria. First and second chapter, put the top 2 cards of our library into our graveyard, then we can return a creature from our graveyard to our hand. And then chapter 3 is return all lands from our graveyard to the battlefield, then shuffle our graveyard into our library.
Whoa. That's cool.
Yeah, very cool, actually. We have Elvish Reclaimer, 1 green for a 1/2. It gets +2/+2 as long as there are 3 or more lands in our graveyard. Then we can tap 2, tap, sack a land, search our library for a land, put it into the battlefield tapped and shuffle. Elysian Caryatid, add 1 mana of any color. If we control a creature with power 4 or greater, add 2 of any color instead. Once Upon a Time, of course, look at the top 5. We can reveal a creature or land from among them, put it into our hand, and the rest on the bottom in a random order. So green looks like it wants us to be ramping, but it also looks like it wants to help us with multiple colors. So that's something to keep in mind. Okay. Now we get to our gold. So we have Staggering Insight. What was blue? I feel like... Oh, okay. Blue's not bad. Do we have anything that's just bad? No, because Ilarg's so good. Electro Dominance is great. Perforos's Intervention is great. We remember this card working really well for us. Scorching Dragonfire is common, but a really nice removal spell. Banefire. X and red deal X to any target. If X is 5 or more, this can't be countered, and the damage can't be prevented. So we can just kill somebody with that, because we died to that once ourselves. We have a Phoenix of Ash. So the 2/2 Flying Haste, it has Escape, but you can tap 3 to give it +2/+0 until end of turn as well. So there's that.
They really did a good job with that art, making it look like ash all around that flame.
Yeah.
Like making it look like a bird as well as making it look like actual ash.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And it's, I mean, I don't know. To me, it looks like a vulture. I mean, obviously a vulture's a bird, but...
Well, you can't really tell what its face is supposed to look like.
Yeah. Fair point. Let's see what our gold cards are that stand out. I mean, Staggering Insight's good. White and blue were not what stood out to me as the two colors that we were going to be going, I think.
I saw a growth spiral.
Oh, on the next page?
Just to let you know that that's there.
That's fine. If we look at our rares and mythics, though, we have Aurelia again. That worked out quite well for us last time.
Yeah.
We do have, notably, Hostage Taker, 4 mana 2/3 human pirate. When it enters the battlefield, exile another target creature or artifact until Hostage Taker leaves the battlefield. That's either one of ours or almost certainly one of theirs. You may cast that card for as long as it remains exiled, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any type to cast that spell.
Okay.
So we get to steal our opponent's best creature, and then we can play it on our own time whenever we want.
Nice.
And enter the God Eternals. 2 blue, blue, black for a sorcery. Enter the God Eternals deals 4 damage to target creature. You gain life equal to the damage dealt this way. Then target player mills 4, and then you amass 4, making a 4/4 zombie army.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
So blue-black is looking good.
Blue-black looks very good. We have a Watery Grave to help out with that as well. Wow, if we had white in there, we get Corpse Knight, D-Spark, Mortify, and Ethereal Absolution.
Wow. That's kind of nuts. Oh, there's also a Fabled Passage down
Fabled
there.
Passage is very good. And actually, I'm sorry, if we go blue, black, white, we also get Time Wipe.
Whoa.
Return a creature you control to its owner's hand, then destroy all creatures.
Yeah.
We get Empyrean Eagle, a 2/3 with flying. Other creatures you control with flying get +1/+1. And Staggering Insight, 2 mana, white, blue, enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and lifelink, and has, whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card.
Wow.
Notably, we would then not be playing green, which kind of sucks. But it is possible to do. Let's see what our artifacts look like. Whoa.
Whoa. Platinum Angel again.
Platinum Angel, Black Blade Reforged.
Oh, shite.
Which, notably, if it's not equipped to a legendary creature, it's almost unplayable, because it's 2 mana to play it. Equip legendary creature is 3. Regular equip is 7.
Jeez, why?
But equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each land you control.
Oh.
That's why. It's
Okay.
very good. But if you don't have enough legendary creatures, then this card is very bad.
Yeah, it's just stealing a spot from something else you could actually use.
Absolutely correct, yes. Steel Overseer, by the way. 2 mana, 1/1, tap it, put a +1/+1 counter on each artifact creature you control, of which we do not have enough, but usually this card's insane. And Platinum Angel's great, although, again, as we learned last time, or at least we're able to better put in words last time, this format wants to be fast.
Yes.
Because when we put Ethereal Absolution, which in and of itself is objectively a great card, when we put it in our deck, we never played it.
Yeah.
Because we never got to 6 mana. Just ever.
Right.
Like, whether we weren't drawing to get to that point, or whether we just didn't get to turn 6.
That long. Yeah.
So, interesting. Damn it. Yeah, gold is definitely pulling us in this 3-color direction right here.
Yeah.
Blue, white, black, or white, blue, black. Do our cards allow us to do that?
Well, the white was okay.
White's great. Cavalier of Dawn. Destroy up to one target non-land permanent. Its controller creates a 3/3 colorless golem, which we see here on the right. And when it dies, we can
rad.
return... What?
Looks rad.
Yeah. And when it dies, we can return an artifact or an enchantment from our graveyard to our hand.
Okay.
We have Settle the Wreckage. We have Resplendent Angel. We have Unbreakable Formation. I didn't look at this before. 3 mana. Creatures you control gain indestructible until end of turn. If we cast this during our main phase, we put a +1/+1 counter on each of those creatures, and they gain Vigilance until end of turn as well.
Cool.
As well as indestructible. All right, so let's try that and see what the deck looks like.
Yeah.
If we just go... I guess we'll go back to that, because we got to do this, Watery Grave comes in. Not Ethereal Absolution, but Mortify. Instant speed, destroy target creature or enchantment.
Yes.
Instant speed, exile target permanent with converted mana cost 4 or greater.
Yes.
Okay, with Corpse Knight, whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent loses 1 life.
Meh.
Okay.
It's fine. I mean, it's 2 mana, 2/2.
Time wipe is good.
Return a creature, and then wipe the field. So we'll do that, and we'll do Empyrean Eagle. Now, with those 3 colors, we're going to put a Fabled Passage in, no question.
Platinum Angel.
No, definitely. Again, that's 7 mana.
Well, fine.
If we're not putting in Ethereal Absolution, we're not putting in Platinum Angel.
But I want to.
Yeah, I'm sure you do, and I don't blame you, but at the same time, it's going to be very difficult to justify that. So, instead, let's look at black.
Drill bit.
No. We're going to put in Bake into a Pie.
Definitely.
Erebos' Intervention, target creature gets -X/-X, and you gain X life, and then exile up to twice X target cards from graveyards. We will almost certainly be using the first one,
Yeah.
but still. Bells and Lock, 6/6 Flying Trample for 6. It is 6 mana. We'll come back for it if we have to. As an additional cost to cast this, sack a creature, return a creature from your graveyard to the battlefield, then return another creature from your graveyard to your hand. Mm-hmm. It's pretty good. We'll come back to that too. Seb McKinnon. Golden.
I just want all the Seb McKinnon cards.
It's very good. Golden Demise is fantastic. 3 mana for a sorcery. All creatures get -2/-2 until end of turn. It has Ascend because if you have the City's Blessing, instead, only creatures your opponents control get -2/-2 until end of turn.
Okay.
It's very good. Dusk Legion Zealot is great. It's a 2 mana 1/1, which in and of itself is not great. I won't lie. But when it enters the battlefield, you draw a card and lose a life,
Okay.
which is very
I
good.
don't love it, but that's fine.
There is no way for us to get food.
No.
So the cat is not good. Which figure? Disfigure. 1 black for an instant. Target creature gets -2/-2 until end of turn.
Great.
I really hoped you would laugh a little at that, but you did not, and that's fair.
I'm sorry. I was behind on it.
No, it's fine. I get it. Chemister's Insight will come back for... Let's put in, like, the really busted stuff. So, Brazen Borrower gets in, because we can tap 2 at instant speed, return a non-land permanent and opponent controls to their hand. Then this is a 3 mana, 3/1 flash flying that can block only creatures with flying, but it's a 3-powered flyer.
Okay.
Do we have enough for Vantress Gargoyle? I don't think we do. I guess we have removal. Yeah, Batman. We have removal, but it's a 2 mana 5/4 with flying.
That sounds great.
Let me keep reading.
Okay.
It cannot attack
Oh.
unless our opponent has 7 or more cards in their graveyard,
Okay.
and it cannot block unless we have 4 or more cards in our hand.
Jeez.
So,
Seems annoying.
yes, we have 9 more spots left, and we've got some white here still. So
Yeah.
let's take God's Willing. God's Willing is super good. Baffling End is great. 2 mana enchantment. When it enters, exile target creature and opponent controls with converted mana cost 3 or less. And when Baffling End leaves the battlefield, target opponent creates a 3/3 dinosaur with trample.
Okay.
So we'll take that. I don't know that we're going to have enough devotion for this. We'll come back to Daxos. Seal Away. When it enters the battlefield, exile target tapped creature and opponent controls until Seal Away leaves the battlefield.
Okay.
What is Sentinel's Mark? Flash enchant creature, +1/+2, and vigilance on our creature. And if this was played during our main phase, the creature gains lifelink until end of turn. I don't love that. Ardenvale Tactician, I love.
That's a good card.
Very, very good card. Resplendent Angel, also a very good card. Unbreakable Formation seems great. Settle the Wreckage is great. And Cavalier of Dawn is 5 mana, triple white.
Oof.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Me neither. And this is 5 as well. But this has Convoke, so we can use our creatures to play this. And when it enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature that convoked it. So it wants to be convoked.
Okay.
So...
And that's only got 1 white pip, whereas this last thing has 3.
Yes. So we literally need 1 more card.
Witching Well.
Witching Well is possible. Skilled Animator says when it enters, target artifact you control, and we do not have any artifacts, so no. We could play Illyrios. Illyrios is a 3-mana 2/3 that when he enters tapped, makes a 3/2 reflection, as we see here on the right, and the 2/3 does not untap while the 3/2 exists. We could also, there's card draw, like there's Chemister's Insight or Chart a Course. Chart a Course, 1 and a blue sorcery, draw 2, then discard a card unless you attacked with a creature this turn.
Agent of Treachery.
Agent of Treachery is 7 mana.
I could not see
We could do
that.
we could do the Taskmaster if we really wanted. 2 mana 2/3. Because otherwise there's, that's pretty much it, right? We don't have any other gold cards that work for us here, I don't think. No. Do we want an artifact?
Mox Amber.
Mox Amber is tap to add 1 mana of any color among legendary creatures and planeswalkers you control.
Oh.
So we don't have a ton of those.
Never mind.
We could do Fountain of Renewal. That seems bad. Firemind Vessel is not necessary, although we do have 3 colors. How are we fixing our colors? 6, 5, 4, 1 Watery Grave, and 1 Fabled Passage.
We don't have enough blue for that, do we?
For what?
What the number of islands they're trying to give us?
Well, 5 islands, 4 swamps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 blue pips.
Oh, wow.
And we have 6 blue sources, 7 technically, if you count Fabled Passage. And then we have 4, 5, 6 black sources for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 black pips. 10 black pips. 11 black pips. So why do we have so few swamps compared to islands?
That's what I'm trying to say.
And our white is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's probably why. Because they had to cut back a bit. But I think we can swap an island for a swamp here. Where am I looking? Land. An island for a swamp. What are all the swamps? That particular art? Oh, God. Seriously? No. What? I'm looking for the art that we have. That's fine. We can put this one if you want. The problem... It's fine. I will tell you. The problem is that if we're playing against a smart enough opponent, although I guess they know which ones they've seen already, right? Okay, fair enough. That was terrible. Sorry for that noise, everybody. We need 1 more card. And it probably could be Daxos, actually.
Okay.
Whenever another creature you control enters the battlefield or dies, you gain 1 life.
Wow. He's only got 2 pips. That's not that bad.
I mean, it's 2 pips because that's his only pips. Like, that's his only mana cost. So we would need to play a white mana and a white mana as our first 2 lands in a 3-color deck. If we had him in our opening hand and wanted him to start the game on the field.
Well, yeah, I'm not assuming we have him in our opening hand. Should I be?
Kind of. I mean, that's when he's best.
Oh.
Because you want him out early enough where you're gaining all the life for all the stuff that you play,
Yeah,
you know?
that's true.
But if we don't play Daxos, then...
Commence the end game.
No, it's 6 mana.
Fine.
And if it's that late in the game, we're probably not going to have that many cards in our hand. We could put in the gargoyle if we wanted.
Ugh. I hate it.
You do?
But it's Batman.
You can tap it, and each player puts the top card of their library into their graveyard. Yeah, I know. All right, Illyrios. I actually like Illyrios, so let's try Illyrios. Oh, the Great Henge is our box art. Is that okay?
Yeah, I think it's really pretty.
We don't have any green.
Yeah, so.
Okay. Wow, look at our curve.
Oh, shit. There's no way that makes sense.
Because look at our threes.
No. We need to mess with that.
Do we have any flyers? I guess the Angel's a flyer. The Tactician's a flyer. All right, so yeah, we have enough flyers that this is fine. Maybe Golden Demise comes out. And if Golden Demise comes out, the Taskmaster comes in.
Okay.
And that's a 2.
Okay.
All right. Good enough. You like the Great Henge, you said?
do.
All right. Let's try this. We're facing Fridge Face Magnet. Okay. Fair enough, I guess. We have a blue and a black with a white card, a white card, a white card, and a blue and black and a blue and a black card. So
Yeah.
that's fine. That's fine. We'll put God's Willing on the bottom. Hope for a white soon for the eagle, but we have Illyrios and Rotting Regisar with this 3 mana here.
Okay.
So God's Willing goes to the bottom. And then we start with this Watery Grave, as long as we don't draw a 1-drop of some kind. Although even if we do. Okay, well, we drew the white. That's fantastic. Enter stepped. Okay, yeah, we're set now. We can do Eagle, Regisar, or Illyrios. We drew another white. This is only 2, so that's fine. We have all 3 colors on the field. Lotus Field. When it enters, sack 2 lands. And it's a hexproof land that taps to add 3 of any 1 color. I guess we'll play this. Do we play this? I think we do. We can start discarding lands, but we get a 7/6 on basically an empty board. They do have 3 mana, but 4 mana now. 3 mana of any 1 color.
I don't like Lotus Field.
The art?
No, I like the art. It's just that a lotus doesn't grow in a field.
Oh.
You plant them.
Oh, we have to sack a creature. Okay. Well, we don't have to discard cards. That works. We drew a Brazen Borrower, but we need another blue to actually be able to play it, because we cannot currently play it. Although, notably, if we get the Empyrean Eagle out first, that's probably pretty good for us. I guess I should play the white, but that's fine. Do we play the 2/3 flyer or the 2/3 that makes the 3/2? I say this.
Yeah.
More bodies on the field. Although, again, this one won't be able to untap, but still. We can bounce it.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay. That's instant speed. Hold on. How much does this cost? Oh, it's they can tap mana to make it fight. So, oh, but if I bounce it, I can hit them for 3? Yeah, we bounce it.
How cute.
It's so fanciful and fun. But now they know that we don't have the second
nice.
blue for it. Yeah! Ooh,
Thank
Arch
you.
of Araska. They play it again. Makes sense. Time Wipe. Return a creature we control and then destroy all creatures. That probably works actually really well.
Okay.
Because we return our Illyrios, who when he comes in makes a reflection, so we don't care that the reflection dies. Nice again. Yep, that's what I figured. We can play a land. Let's play this one. Now we have 3 white sources, 3 black sources on the
We
field.
have a lot more land than they have right
Yes.
now.
But we have 1 blue, and every card in our hand needs at least 1 blue. So, well, this is in our hand, but still. They took 2 damage to play Liliana.
Let us march into battle and make new comrades.
Sure. she gets a zombie. Ooh, baffling end. Exile target creature with converted mana cost 3 or less. So we could, but I don't want to. Okay, so Illyrios is first? Yeah, as opposed to the Eagle. Okay. This is an enchantment. So yeah, that's fine. Lily, -4. Each player sacks 2 creatures. And -9. Each opponent chooses a permanent they control of each permanent type. And sacrifices the rest.
Rise!
She laughs a lot about that. Chromatic Lantern. Plus Atris, Oracle of Half-Truths. They look at the top 3 cards of your library, separate them into a face-down pile and a face-up pile. Put one pile into your hand and the other... Okay, wow, this is a crazy pile. Other creatures they control get +1/+0. Whenever a non-token creature they control dies, Judith deals 1 to any target. We reveal our hand, they choose a non-land, and we discard it. And Angrath as well. So I don't really want them to have Angrath. So I'm going to not show them Angrath, but I will show them these 2. This feels bad, but yeah.
They have Judith.
Yeah, well, we'll see what they pick. There's 2 piles for them to choose from. They took that pile and got rid of Angrath. Good, because I don't want them to have Angrath. I don't need their army of creatures to all also have Menace. That is not okay.
I like Engrath.
Yeah, Angrath's great. This is just a... Oh, no, this is a 3/2 with Menace. We drew the other blue. That's a good sign. This has Flash. We could also just do both of these.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll do that. And this. Oh, converting mana costs 3 or less. Crap. Oh well. Damn it. Alright, that's our fault. And by our fault, I mean my fault entirely. Let's try this and see if they block. Good. Okay. No problem. They draw a card, because one of their creatures died. This is not looking great, I won't lie. We have a million mana, though.
Sorry.
Whatever. It happens. Brazen Borrower will be nice. Can only block creatures with flying, so we're not going to bring it in to block this. Although I was thinking it, but I'm going to read the cards from now on. He says, knowing that that's absolutely not going to always be the case.
The intention is there.
Yeah.
And that's what matters.
Yeah. Notably, they did play this Chromatic Lantern. Yeah, I take 3. Okay. But they have creature... Oh, each sack 2 creatures.
Love a good waste not, want not.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough, I guess. 3 red, Judith, and a 3 red and a black Judith. So they have a red Theater of Horrors with Judith on it as well. At the beginning of their upkeep, exile the top card of their library. During your turn, if an opponent lost life this turn, you may play cards exiled with it. Tap 4, Theater of Horrors deals 1 damage to target opponent or planeswalker. Interesting.
So cool.
Yeah, and Judith. She's on both cards. That sure is a land. Do we just... I mean, they know we can, right? So we might as well. There he is. What's up? Alright. They exile... Kiora Bess the Sea God? Oh, god damn it. Alright, so we need to... We're gonna take damage, because this can't block. So... Sure, you get to reveal our hand. I was hoping they'd do that. Because then they choose an on-land card from it, of which we have none. So I'm glad I
Waste it.
Yep. They shock our creature and kill it. Yeah, they've got this one too. This deck, not as good as our first 2.
No.
They scry 1. Kiora Bess the Sea God. My god, this card's insane. So good. Look at that Kraken.
Yeah.
Isn't he awesome?
Yeah.
He looks like a lobster or a crawfish, actually.
Yeah, he is. I love lobster.
Who doesn't?
I don't know. People don't.
People who are...
don't like seafood.
I was going to say, and people who are allergic to shellfish probably don't like lobster. Okay, so Kiora Bess the Sea God can now be played. Is it just always? Yeah, okay. Any card exiled with it. Wow. -2/-2, so we can kill Judith. It's at instant speed, so go to combat. Yeah, we're losing. Big time we're losing.
But we have lobster, though.
We sure do. And by that I mean our opponent can absolutely make lobster. 1 damage to us at the end of their turn. Or our turn, excuse me. Exile another card, and it is Lightning Strike that can deal 3 damage to any target for 2 mana. Sure. Pass to attackers. They both attack. We will disfigure Judith. She dies. We take 3. No, we take 2, excuse me.
Yay.
Yep. 1 damage, and they draw a card. We're so screwed. They know what card's in our hand. We're bluffing it, don't worry. We're at 11. They're at 15. They play Kiora Best the Sea God and get an 8/8 hexproof.
Right.
Cool game. This sucks, man. D-Spark. Exile target permanent with converted mana cost 4 or greater.
That sounds like that 8/8.
Nope, this has hexproof. Yep, cool game. Like I said. Actually, probably get rid of Liliana before they can use her plus. Yeah, D-Spark Liliana. That's what should have happened in the story. Don't at me. They said nice.
They'll deserve it.
They have Settle the Wreckage, too, because that's totally what I want. Although, notably, they can't play that. Ever. Well, not properly. We're at 1,
Yay.
by the way.
This is great.
This can deal 1 damage. Yep, they win. I mean, what the hell else were we supposed to do? We played literally everything we drew, so...
It was fine.
That is unfortunate. Okay.
Moving on. Moving on.
Moving on.
Do we want a sideboard?
We have to. We clearly have to. That is unfortunate. This sucks. Okay. Maybe...
Bake into a pie deck.
We have Bake into a Pie already.
I know. We'll just build the whole deck around that.
We need to be faster. What's faster?
Faster still?
Yes!
Okay.
Clearly!
Well, so green.
Yeah. I mean,
Red.
yeah. Alright, let's start over.
Green and red.
Let's start over and see what happens. If we do this. Really? God damn it. Okay. So, for green, Elvish Reclaimer, a Frilled Sandwalla? Ugh. Let's do Once Upon a Time. Let's do Elysian Caryatid. Let's do Rex Sage. Let's do Nylea. Let's do the Mending. Yes,
Yeah.
the Mending. Not the Great... Maybe the Great Henge. Yes, the greatest power among creatures we control. So we need big stuff. Let's do Rekindling Phoenix and Ilarg, the Raised Boar.
Four, yeah.
Let's do Banefire and
Yeah.
Perforos's Intervention and Electro Dominance.
Okay.
Let's do Scorching Dragonfire.
Okay.
Phoenix of Ash. Absolutely. Let's do Jaya's Greeting. 3 damage to target creature, scry 1
Okay.
for 2. What does Cratermaker do? 2 damage to target creature or destroy target colorless non-land permanent. No? That's 15 out of 40 cards. We're going to need a third color. We can do the Zertog Goblin, of course. We can do Aurelia. We learned that
that's
worked out
fast.
pretty well. So now we can add in white,
Yeah,
which
can
we
put our
learned
good
was
white cards
good.
back in.
Sure. So God's Willing, Resplendent Angel, Ardenvale Tactician, Unbreakable Formation, Settle the Wreckage, Seal Away, Baffling End. Let's look back at... Fabled Passage, because we're doing 3 colors. White-green, so Temple of Plenty.
What about your elephant?
Yeah, good
Or you
point.
didn't want him in.
No, you're right. He, because, excuse me, like I said, he wants to be convoked, so
Yeah.
we'll do that. Do we do Daxos? If we're going quickly, as long as there are 2 or more instants or sorceries in your graveyard, +1/+0 and haste, that doesn't feel good. Rimrock Knight does, though. We'll do that. We'll do the Rage Hound as well. Fauna Shaman is 1 discard a creature. 1 tap discard a creature. Search your library for a creature. Reveal it, put it into your hand, and then shuffle. That feels okay. Wilderness Reclamation, do we have enough to care about that? That's instant, and that has an activated ability. This has Flash. This is an enchantment. That's an instant. Instant attached to that. Instant. Activated ability. Taps to add mana, but Once Upon a Time is an instant. Instant. So yeah. Instant.
We have a lot of them.
Instant speed to do those abilities. So yeah, we'll do Wilderness Reclamation as well. We do kind of want our Devotion to Green to exist, but...
Well, we put in, like, all of our green cards.
Correct. We only have Frilled Sandwalla and Saproling Migration left. That's a sorcery, but we could put this guy in. We can technically put in Saheeli, but I don't think we want to. Do we have legendary creatures? We have... Oh, God. None so far? Ugh. Zerta, no. Wow. Nylea. Aurelia. Okay. Ilharg.
Oh.
And that's it. Because I was going to say, Blackblade feels really good if Aurelia's holding it, but not many others, to be honest. What the hell else do we do?
Ember Hauler.
Ember Hauler. I know you like him. I guess he's fine.
He's cute.
Ugh. You love your goblins. Here's another goblin. Why aren't you advocating for this guy?
He's not as cute.
Wow. And then back to white.
Drill bit.
Drill bit is not in our colors. You're ridiculous.
I still want it.
Wow, this is bad. This is not good at all.
We can play with 36 cards.
That is actually not allowed. We can play with over 40. We cannot play with under 40. Not allowed.
So we can put in a couple of these other ones that we don't like.
That's we would literally just be playing every card in those three colors. Like we could put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we literally have to make one cut, and we played every card that's in all three of those colors.
Perfect.
Ugh, Amy. God damn it.
D-Spark.
Yeah, and splash black somehow.
Yeah.
5-color deck. 5-color deck.
Wait a minute. Did this not put any lands in? What the hell? God damn it, man. Suggest lands. Thank you. Now we have to make 15 cuts. God damn it, man.
This is great.
For everybody that was yelling at us about that, please leave it in the comments. My God, that sucks. All right, let's get rid of that. This. So was that good? No, it was definitely not. Let's get rid of your goblins. These can stay. That's fine.
Rimrock Knight.
Rimrock Knight's great.
Oh, okay.
It's 3 power early
we never
on.
mentioned him earlier when
Yeah.
we had him, so.
It's fair. Rekindling, Nylea, Wilderness Reclamation, Aurelia, Cavalier comes out, Luxodon stays in, Ilharg stays in, Mending stays in, Great Henge, Banefire, Perforous Intervention, Electro Dominance. We have the Temple, and Fabled Passage. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We still need 7 cuts? Holy crap. Okay. That feels a little bit better than I guess. Rough stuff, man. Maybe we'll do that. We need the Caryatid. We don't need the Migration. That we didn't want originally either. Phoenix is good. Reclamation Sage is good. Settle's good. Rekindling is good. Nylea is good. Wilderness Reclamation is good. Mending is good. Great Henge. Ugh. Damn it. There's so many good things.
Oh, we only need 4 more cuts.
Yeah, let's check our curve. Our 2s are... Yeah, but again, we talked about wanting to be faster.
Yes, we want to be faster.
Right?
You're
Like,
right. You're right.
do we do
So
CeeLo?
maybe we cut some 4s?
Oh, baffling end goes away. That was very frustrating. We do not cut 4s. Wilderness Reclamation is helpful. Settle the Wreckage is great. Aurelia's amazing. Nylea's great. I guess we could cut Nylea. Reveal the top card if it's a creature, put it into your hand. Otherwise, you may put it into your graveyard.
Or 5s.
No. Luxodon, Ilharg, Mending. Fine, we cut Mending and Nylea. I said no to you, but you were obviously right. Hey, look! Our deck box was telling us what to play the whole time. God damn it. One more cut. All right, how do our... This is instant, sorcery, sorcery. Instant attached to it. Activated ability. Instant, 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 instant.
Oh gosh.
Instant attached to it. Instant. So Wilderness Reclamation is very good here. So we cannot get rid of that. Can we get rid of anything else?
41. 41.
All right. Well then, folks, that is going to be the end of this particular video. Tune in next time to see if we can turn this damn thing around, because it did not start off well, I won't lie. But maybe we're better off this time. We will almost certainly...
With white. Gruel with white.
Yes, exactly. Gruel with white. We will almost certainly be playing this, the next video, before we see your comments. But please feel free to tell us in the comments if you liked our first deck better, if you like this deck better. Make some predictions.
Guys are bumbling fools. Why didn't you play blue-brown?
Wow, blue-brown. Yeah. No, you're absolutely right.
Absolutely should have done that.
Fictional commenter that Amy made up in her brain. We should have done that.
It was the drill bit. Got too close.
Yeah. Tell us if we should play drill bit.
We absolutely should.
Thank you all so very much for watching. I really hope that everybody enjoyed. From the Geek for All family of channels, I have been Joe.
And I'm Amy.
As usual, please feel free to do all the fun YouTube stuff. You all know how it works. Like, comment, subscribe, share, ring bells, ding, check out other channels, etc. That all helps us out immensely. We are a small channel.
Please do.
And we are doing this while we, and hopefully you all, are continuing to be safe and happy and healthy during this very interesting time. And we would love to hear from you about how you're doing as well. So let us know in the comments below for that. And as we always say, in whichever video of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.